Alright everyone, welcome to episode number 16 of the GTA 3 The Definitive Edition playthrough, and this time around we're doing three very big things in this episode. We're going to be doing Taxi Driver, Firefighter and Vigilante all on Staunton Island. So 34 fares in Taxi Driver, 20 fires with Firefighter and 20 criminals with Vigilante. Now I seem to have made a little bit of an error in assuming that the number of fires and criminals you have to deal with in a row is 20. Though you see, in the actual social club on the list of achievements, my PSO is acting up. Sorry, the disc system is just absolutely buggered. Sorry about that. So on the actual social club on the list of achievements, there are achievements for getting 20 criminals in a row and 20 fires in a row. So it seems that they have replaced the old trophies from the original remaster, not remasters, re-releases. So yeah, that's why I got a bit confused. You do get a trophy for 15 criminals and 15 fires in a row, I believe. But yeah, just letting you know that I made a bit of an error there. Just check what's required for these trophies and achievements. Don't just take my word for absolutely everything, because sometimes I can get it a bit wrong. I was thinking about the previous PS4 rendition of GTA 3, so yeah, just be aware of that. Also, at this point in doing my commentary, I have done a lot of things. This is episode 16, obviously, and the previous thing in the playlist is going to be the import-export stream special, which won't be called episode whatever. This is episode 16 because I wanted to keep the streams kind of separate from individual episodes. Now, that may be slightly confusing, but I think it's going to work out. If by any... I can't really go back and edit what I call these episodes in terms of commentary. Once they're up there, and I'd have to delete them and redo them in order to fix anything. But I'm just going to let you know that the import-export stream special is the canonical previous thing, although I did do these three tasks all in one night before I did the import-export stream special, so that's why the money will be different, you know, whatever I've earned. So, now that we're through all that, let's just go and talk about what else I've been doing. I have been doing the rampages for Staunton Island, and those will come relatively soon in a video, in an episode of their own. I am going to be cutting out a lot of the failed attempts though. Not the entirety of them, just to kind of me driving back and forth. I'm going to cut that bit out. And I haven't done paramedic still, but I am thinking about when I might want to do it, and I'm thinking that maybe it should be on a stream, probably because it will probably take a while for me to do paramedic, and I'm thinking of doing other tasks in the same stream as well. But I don't know, I'm just thinking on my feet here that maybe it's appropriate to put on a stream, because then I can have all the ranting and raving in one place, because it is a bit of a frustrating thing to go through. I've also done all the hidden packages for Shortside Vale. I've got all 100 as of the time of me recording this, and when we get to the video where I collect them all, one of the hidden packages, I'll mention which one it is when we get there, is actually part of the Staunton Island hidden packages. So there are from hidden package number 1 to 33 are all in Portland. Sorry. Hidden packages 34 through 69. Yes, 69. Haha, very funny. Are in Staunton Island, and 70 through 100 are in Shortside Vale. Now, number 6, one of the Staunton Island ones is actually impossible to get unless you go and cheat the game and get a Dodo, which again, I can't do because I'm not using any exploits or cheats. I can talk about them, but I'm not going to be using them. So yeah. The reason why you can't get that one is because it's on top of the lift bridge for Shoreside Vale, which will be unlocked after the mission, well, has been unlocked after a drop in the ocean. Sorry. You'll have heard it on the radio report, I believe. I think that was recorded. So, the bridge lifts up physically. A part of it actually goes up into the air. It's intended to let boats pass underneath the bridge that are too tall to fit underneath, but there are no boats like that in this game. Nothing happens of the sort. It's just kind of simulated, and I believe that it goes up at certain times. And I have actually been thinking about going in and researching the timings of the bridge, because I can't find any resources online. It's probably pointless information, but it might be helpful to some people down the road. Maybe for speedrun strategies, I don't know. Because the bridge going up is kind of an inconvenience. You can't get over it unless it's down, you know? And so, because I'm not aware of the timings, there is a strategy that I want to use. I was also going to talk about Markman strategies in this video as well, which I'll get to. But yeah, the reason why you can't get the hidden package is because the bridge doesn't actually activate until you unlock Shoreside Vale after a drop in the ocean for Donald Love. And so, otherwise you'd have to get a Dodo and fly on top of the raised section that's permanently stuck there until it's activated. But again, that would require you doing a glitch that makes you go to Staunton Island and Shoreside Vale respectively using the Porter Tunnel. You can probably look up how to do that. I imagine it might be possible in this rendition. And also there probably are a few other glitches that are possible in this version as well, because I've seen people do the I believe it's called the ghost car glitch, which I've never actually done before. I may in an episode at the very end of the game do that glitch, or at least attempt it to show you what it is, maybe. But basically it involves exploiting the taxi driver mechanic, whereby you can hold down the button. Now, because I forgot that classic controls exist in this game, I thought that it might be impossible to do the taxi driver glitch, which is just to get in a different vehicle other than a taxi to do the actual side mission. And I now think that it is probably 100% possible, because I've seen a video on Reddit. I'm not actually on Reddit, but I've seen somebody post that post of somebody who's obviously done the ghost card trick. So it must still be possible. And it was definitely this rendition of the game, it wasn't a mod or anything. However, the person that posted that was using it as kind of like oh look, this game is broken, when in actual fact it's a thing that existed since the original game. It doesn't happen randomly, I can assure you that. You have to actually attempt to do it. It's a situation which you'd probably never feasibly be in unless you were messing around with the game. Now, what does it actually involve? It involves getting into a vehicle. You can use a regular taxi, of course, but you can also exploit holding down the activate mission button when it's set to classic controls. You can hold it down, get in another vehicle, go to the crusher in Harwood with a passenger in the front seat, like next to you while you're driving. Then you block that. You block yourself in, I believe. Make it so that the driver's side door is blocked by the crusher in Harwood, and then you get out, and then the NPC should be able to get out of that seat. You pull them out of the car before the crusher crane lifts you all the way up. You have to be very quick about it, and then the crane will drop you, and voila, you now have a ghost car, which apparently enemy gang members can't see. So it takes no damage and it can go through solid objects. Physical damage I think it does take, but yeah. It is a crazy glitch because one of the effects of the glitch is that the car will gradually over time, it's strange to explain, you kind of have to see it to believe what I'm going to say, but the car stretches sideways, and also it's sort of like it's being crushed, right? So it starts to become flatter and flatter and wider, and crazy things can happen because of that glitch, and eventually it'll become so big that its mass will make sure that the engine is not powerful enough to power it anymore. So if you've ever seen any videos that show anything like that, that's what people have done. They've done the ghost car glitch with the crusher. I may attempt it, but it's not really something that's necessary. It's not going to help me out. I'm not going to use any exploits to oh, by the way, I'm just going to say something right now. It is the 20th of November right now, at about 1 o'clock in the morning, so you know we're very early into it, but I have just downloaded an update file for this game. It did just appear, so maybe some things have been patched out, I don't know, but I'm just saying that there has been an update file. I don't know what it's all about yet, probably fixing some things, but we'll see. Now the good news is I got the import-export stream done because I was worried that the Mr. Whoopies spawning quite a lot was some kind of bug or unintentional. So anything from my playthrough that you can see that doesn't happen in the actual game, or just it seems a bit out of order, it's because they probably patched it out. Alright, just letting you know. I am intrigued to work out what's happened in the patch. I doubt I'll be able to tell exactly what it is, but anyway, that's all about that. So now we need to move on to the man strategies, which I mentioned in my import-export stream special, but I'm just going to go over them again, just in case you haven't watched that video, or you didn't understand anything that was going on. So I need to explain the premise of the mission. Man is a mission for Ray Machowski, who I think we've definitely met in the storyline as of the time of this video. And the thing is with that mission is that you've got to get Ray to the airport in time to catch his flight, because the CIA are onto him and he needs to, you know, get the hell out of town. So the game wants you to use the Porter Tunnel, because the bridge is actually under surveillance by the CIA. The CIA agents in this game don't really have CIA printed on them, I don't think, but still it's heavily implied that that's who they are. They've got M16s, so they will absolutely shred you if you try and cross the bridge. And by the way, right, I'm not making that up. You may think that, oh, the game's just lying to you. Right, it's just saying that so you complete the mission another way. The developers couldn't be asked to put CIA agents on the bridge. You might think that. But no. They are really there, because I've actually gone up and checked when I played this game before. Will they still be there in this version? Probably, because 99.9% of all the coding in this game seems to be exactly the same. So, yeah. I do think they're still going to be there. But I've been thinking of new strategies to try and pass Man without using the Porter Tunnel. So, unless you have a tank, which you won't have at that point in the game because it's not unlocked until you complete the exchange, the final story mission, and unless you have a bulletproof car, which you can't get by, you know, I can't get it because I'm not using any exploits. There are probably bulletproof vehicles in this game that's special to specific missions. I believe there's probably a few opportunities that you could get one before Man. But the thing is, after Markman is completed, Ray does actually give you a bulletproof car. It's just a shame he didn't give you it to cross the bloody bridge. But then again, you know, you're on a time limit. So, that time limit I think is 2.5 minutes, or maybe even 2 minutes 50 or something like that. I don't know. The point is that I've thought up 3 strategies, 2 of which I think will probably definitely work, and 1 which I think is very, very unlikely to work, but if it does work, I'll be pretty impressed. So, let's go through the one that I don't think will work. It's driving really fast, with a fast car along the bridge, so that the CIA agents don't have a chance to lock onto me and shoot me. I highly doubt that's going to be possible, but I will still attempt it once. Right, just once. I don't think it will work, but we'll see. Another another method that I have, because the rules are I can't use anything that I wouldn't have access legitimately to in that point of the game. So I can't just input the tank sheet and go get a tank, because tanks are bulletproof and you would be able to cross the bridge, right? Because I've done that before by cheating my way past it. Not in this playthrough, but in when I was playing on my own off camera. Not on this version of the game, but you get what I mean. So the other methods are using the subway system, and the subway system is Vice City's had an update as well. What do you know? The subway system is obviously active at this point in the game, and you can use it to get to the airport. The only thing is that when I tried it before, I think I went to the wrong station to start with, so we didn't make it in time. And then another time the train crushed Ray underneath its wheels, so that wasn't great, because for some reason he didn't want to get on the train. He wanted to commit suicide. And then the third time, I think he just refused to get on the train. I think that's what happened, and then I just gave up. But in this specific playthrough, I'm going to make an effort to make sure that works, right? Because I'm pretty damn sure if I time it just right, we can get to the airport using the subway system, if all goes well. And that requires me to do some extra research. It requires me to find out what times the train actually arrives at the station. I think it's Bedford Point we need to go to get to the airport, because that's the next stop. So, you know, I'm going to have to really hunker down and figure out what time the trains come, and then figure out, you know, how I'm going to actually get there in time. You know, I have to work out the spaces between the train arriving at the station, so then I know how long I've got to go and activate the mission and take Ray there, so we can catch it pretty much as soon as we get there. And then hopefully Ray will get on the train and we'll be able to get to the airport and get to the marker. I've set myself a target of having 20 seconds remaining on the clock, at least 20 seconds, because I think then it's sort of a valid method. Otherwise, if it's like 2 seconds, it could be, you know, you could easily run out of time. So these methods are obviously more difficult than using the Porter Tunnel, because with the Porter Tunnel you can just drive straight there. But, you know, I'm just trying to make it interesting, alright? I don't know if anyone's ever tried these methods before and done them, but whatever, I'm still going to attempt them myself. It'll give me something to do. And I will basically just make another save file when we get to Markman, so I can do the mission again later on in the playthrough, like for a future episode, and I can use that save file to keep on trying until I get it right. So that's the subway method. I've also got the Dodo method, right, which I'm pretty sure that is going to be possible. The only thing is that I'm worried about not having anywhere to take off. With the Dodo you need quite a bit of space to actually get it airborne, and in the Import Export Stream special you'll know that I did actually end up flying the Dodo relatively successfully to the to the harbour in Portland from the airport. So if I can fly it that distance, I can fly it from Staten Island to the airport, the marker. But I'm thinking that I'll probably need to take off from the Callahan Bridge in the middle sort of section. So that may add some time to the clock, just getting Ray into the Dodo, and then, you know, ideally I want to leave it on the bridge so I can drive towards it and get it ready for doing the actual mission. But I don't know if it'll stay in memory. I don't know if it will still be there by the time I drive back. And by the way, there's the achievement relief picture. So that's cool. Now we're going to move on to Vigilante, which didn't go all too well, but still. I'm pretty sure that the Dodo method would work. If it's any one of those three, it's got to be that one that works. However, it's just down to my skills at piloting, and to be honest, I was pretty blown away by the fact that I was able to fly it in the import-export stream, but I didn't really need to adjust things quite a bit. I just had to keep it in the air, basically. So yeah, it was a fluke, and it didn't go so well at the end because I ran over a unique stump jump by accident. I knew it was going to happen. If it has to happen to anyone, it has to happen to me. But yeah, I'm going to attempt those methods in a video and do some research as to, first of all, where I can actually take off with the bloody Dodo, and because I can do that anytime, you know. I can just spawn in the Dodo by going to the Portland Harbour, or I could go to the airport and bring it over. And I might record me doing that, just to, I might even put it in my Staunton garage, but I don't know if I can get it up the incline afterwards. We'll see. And then the subway method, I'm going to have to do some serious research with that, you know, to figure out whether it'll actually work. But, you know, I imagine it must be possible if it, because Ray has been able to get on the train before, I think. I'm pretty damn sure. So it must be a viable method. Is it a method anyone would ever use? Probably not. But just saying, I just want to prove to myself and to others that it's possible or impossible, you know. It's an experiment, okay? It's fun. Deal with it. So, I haven't really been talking very much about me doing Vigilante. And the reason is because I don't really enjoy doing it. I've got to make sure that next time I do Vigilante I get 20 kills in a row. Probably by using the FBI car, and that might be after my emergency vehicle episode, you know, where I get all of them. So then I can spawn in the FBI car and take it to Shortside Vale to do the last 20 criminals. And the FBI car is very fast. It's a pretty good vehicle to do this mission with. The SWAT van that I'm driving, nah, no way, it's not, no, it's just too slow. I'm speeding all this up, by the way, but, you know, you can imagine it's pretty slow and pretty heavy, very unmaneuverable, very hard to maneuver. But, yeah, that's Vigilante for you. Don't know when I'll do Paramedic. Don't know. So, with that in mind, what do we actually have to do to get 100% still? Because we've actually made quite a lot of progress towards that. We just need to, there's a few things I haven't done yet, like the off-road challenges, because all of them will be available now that we've unlocked Shortside Vale. Done all the import-export except for the emergency vehicle crane, because I'm going to need the Rhino tank to complete that. And we haven't done the RC Rampage side missions. I wanted to do all them when they were all unlocked. We haven't done, obviously haven't done Paramedic because that's a pain in the ass. We tried it, but still. Haven't done all of the foam missions yet, but the good news is that I don't have to worry about Kingdom Come anymore, because I've done all the Staunton Rampages. As much of a pain in the ass as they were, yeah, I did not like doing the Staunton rampages at all. Because one of them involves Molotovs, and another one involves grenades, and another one involves a sniper rifle, which for some reason is hard to get headshots with in this game. So to talk about that, I'm really hoping they patch this out, by the way, in said update. But my goodness, the Molotovs I think are broken in this game, right? Because the flames that erupt from the Molotov do stay on the ground for a little bit. The only issue is that they don't seem to be appearing everywhere where there's actually flames. So when I was doing the Rampage side mission, the first time I did forget that I wasn't fireproof, which is on me, but then every other time that I set myself on fire, it was by complete accident, because I couldn't see the flames, because there just weren't any there. I avoided them and still I got set on fire by my own Molotovs. So I don't know what the hell was going on there. Hoping that it is just a bug that they've now fixed, because that was ridiculous. It meant I failed. And also there was a rampage involving a sniper rifle where you had to get headshots on Yardy members. That was a pain, because I've got a I've obviously got a controller right here, and it's not impossible on a controller, but it's difficult. It's annoying, it's finicky. So yeah, that didn't go so well. I also swear that there's some sort of bullet time mechanic, sorry, bullet speed mechanic with the sniper rifle, because I could get headshots reliably if they were walking towards me, but if they were walking like from left to right, I couldn't do it, because the timing was just not right for some reason. When I pressed the trigger, their heads were in the red dot. The only problem is the bullet didn't connect. So there must be some timing that's going on there. Either that or it's broken. I did eventually pass it after like 3 or 4 attempts, but still it was a little bit of a pain. The mission with the grenades and the yardies I despise, because even though I passed it the first time, I was really close not to pass to not passing it. And I need to remind you that every time you fail a rampage, it moves to another location. So I basically remembered, you know what, I'm just going to save the game and then reload if I fail it, so I don't have to look up where the other location is. I can just go back to where I was and just reload it again if I fail. Simple. Yeah. Still, I hated doing the one with the grenades, because the grenades have a big blast radius that affects you as well. So yeah, and also I don't know why it wants you to use grenades. I still, for the life of me, when I hold down the button, I'm still not sure where that grenade is going to land. And I can't be bothered practicing, because I'm against the clock here. I've got to kill, how many was it, like 20 yardies before the clock runs out? And they're not really grouped together, they're sort of walking on their own. And if you explode something near them, or near their friends, they will come and attack you with baseball bats and pistols. And then you have to throw a grenade near you, and it's just all kinds of not fun. So yeah, I did not enjoy doing that at all. Oh yeah, also this is a separate recording, and I forgot what I was talking about during this video. I think I was mentioning stuff about the rampages, which I've obviously done, thankfully. So where we're at the moment with 100%, we're doing pretty well, but we still do need to do Vigilante, Firefighter, Paramedic I've still not yet done, right? And also Taxi Driver on Shortside Vale, which I'm kind of not looking forward to. To be honest, I'm not really looking forward to doing any of those things on Shortside Vale. Because of the geography, the layout of Shortside Vale is just a pain in the ass. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do those in a stream special. I might do, just to sort of get things wrapped up all in one video. Plus, to be honest, I've already said a lot about Vigilante and Firefighter and stuff like that, and reasons why I don't like doing them. Firefighter is my favourite out of all of them because it involves the least amount of hassle. With Vigilante, you're constantly having to chase enemies, whereas with Firefighter, all you have to do is just go there and put the fire out. And in future renditions, Firefighter will get more annoying, however it's just not as bad, I don't think, as Vigilante is. Now, if we had a tank, this would be marginally, easier. Except, tanks suffer with speed quite a bit. And when I say that, I really do mean it. It's like they do half the speed maximum of a regular car. And the only real way to speed it up is to sort of use the cannon as a sort of booster, as it were, so the recoil of each shot will, increase your speed gradually. Except I'm not sure, I'm 99.9% sure it'll work in this version, I just haven't tried it yet. So with that in mind, we'll probably do it in a stream, or something, I don't know. I might be repeating myself, but it's, I don't mind doing that. I don't really know what I was saying in this video anyway, because it's been over a week since I did the recording on this one. So yeah, I'm speaking to you now in this recording session as it's the 23rd of November. So yeah, quite a significant time later. I'm not trying to confuse you with the times, I'm just trying to say that this is a work in progress, this whole playthrough, and it really has taken a while for me to get to this point, because aside from doing the actual game, which doesn't take all that long, I mean, I'm pretty sure that people have 100% of this game in one day. I can't do that. I've got to take breaks for, well, to eat for a start, just to do other things, so yeah. I don't have all the time in the world to sit down and play games anymore. And, I am thinking about what I'm going to be doing for Vice City and San Andreas though. And as much as I'd like to play those, I do want a bit of a break from till after we do GTA 3. Now, the perfect time for me to do footage for Vice City would be when I'm recovering from that surgery that I mentioned, so I'll start on it. And Vice City, I think, has less missions than GTA 3 overall, at least it feels that way. So with any luck, we'll be able to get through that one a bit faster. I may even make the episodes a bit longer for Vice City, because this playthrough I think is going to be out 27 episodes long, as I've planned it out. Although it may even be more than that, I don't know. Maybe slightly less, because I've combined Taxi Driver and Firefighter together, and in this video I did all three, Vigilante included. Right, let's just get out of here before I die. End of the video. Thanks very much for watching today's video, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you do like my content, please do like, comment, or subscribe, or, if you really, really want to. But that's all from me. I'll see you in the next episode, which will be episode number 17, I believe. Yeah, I think this is episode 16. See you all around.